In a near future Britain where youth roam free in ultraviolence and the state crushes free will, one droogie's journey forces us to confront the nature of good and evil. This is A Clockwork Orange, Stanley Kubrick's 1971 adaptation of Anthony Burgess' novel, a film that shocked the world with its graphic brutality, satirical bite, and philosophical depth. Shot in England with innovative techniques, from extreme wide-angle lenses to classical music soundtracking savagery, it explores whether a man stripped of choice is still human. Banned in the UK for years after Copycat Crimes, nominated for 4 Oscars including Best Picture, it's now hailed as a landmark of cinema, influencing everything from music videos to dystopian tailies. In this video, we'll examine the main cast who embodied Kubrick's nightmare, their full names, ages during the 1971-971 shoot, roles, awards, careers, personal insights, and the demands of bringing this disturbing world to life. Let's begin with the charismatic monster at the center, Malcolm McDowell as Alex DeLarge. Malcolm McDowell, born Malcolm John Taylor on June 13, 1943, in Horsforth, Yorkshire, England, was 27 to 28 years old during filming in his breakthrough role that defined his career. In A Clockwork Orange, McDowell plays Alex DeLarge, the intelligent, Beethoven-loving leader of the Droogs, reveling in a bit of the old ultraviolence before state cure robs him of choice. His charismatic menace and vulnerability make Alex complex. McDowell earned BAFTA and Golden Globe nominations plus National Society of Film Critics Award. McDowell debuted in If, 1968 for Lindsay Anderson, Host Orange, Oh Lucky Man, 1973, Caligula 1979, Time After Time 1979, Cat People 1982. Later TV like Entourage, Mozart in the Jungle, Emmy nom, over 250 credits, married 3 times, 5 children. Kubrick's demands eye clamps causing corneal scratch bonded them. At 82 and 2025, still active. Alex's signature, charming devil unforgettable. Patrick Magee as Mr. Alexander. Patrick Magee, born Patrick George Magee on March 31, 1922, in Armagh, Northern Ireland, and passing August 14, 1982, at age 60, was 48 to 49 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Magee plays Frank Alexander, liberal writer raped and widowed by Alex, later recognizing and torturing him, his manic revenge chilling. Magee won Tony for Marat/Sade 1966, Kubrick favorite from Dr. Strangelove script, Barry Lyndon 1975, distinctive voice, married 2 children, Mr. Alexander his ironic vengeance. Michael Bates as Chief Guard. Michael Bates, born December 4, 1920 in Jhansi, India and passing January 11, 1978 at age 57, was 50 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Bates plays Chief Guard Barnes' sadistic prison authority humiliating Alex, his parade ground bark terrifying. Bates' Oscar nom supporting Patton 1970 as Montgomery, last of the summer wine, WWII service, married 3 children, Chief Guard his brutal authority. Warren Clarke as Dim. Warren Clarke, born Alan James Clarke on April 26, 1947, in Oldham, England, and passing November 12, 2014, at age 67, was 23 to 24 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Clarke plays Dim's stupidest droog, later brutal cop beating Alex, his betrayal ironic. Clarke Doutseal and Pascoe lead, no major awards, married twice, 2 children, Dim his early menacing role. John Clive as stage actor. John Clive, born January 6, 1933 in London, and passing October 14, 2012 at age 79, was 38 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Clive plays stage actor in fantasy sequence. Clive voice Yellow Submarine Paul McCartney, stage actor small but memorable. Adrienne Corey as Mrs. Alexander. Adrienne Corey, born November 13, 1930 in Edinburgh, Scotland, and passing March 13, 2016 at age 85, was 40 to 41 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Corey plays Mrs. Alexander, writer's wife assaulted, her terror harrowing. Corey Dr. Zhivago, A Clockwork Orange controversial, married twice, Mrs. Alexander her brave role. Carl During as Dr. Brodsky. Carl During, born May 29, 1923 in Berlin, and passing September 1, 2018 at age 95, was 48 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, During plays Dr. Brodsky Ludovico technician. During Possession 1981, Dr. Brodsky clinical evil. Paul Farrell is Tramp. Paul Farrell, born September 1, 1893 in Ireland and passing May 14, 1975 at age 81, was 78 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Farrell plays Tramp beaten by Alex. Farrell Irish roles, Tramp victim opener. Clive Francis as Lodger. Clive Francis, born June 26, 1946 in Eastbourne, was 25 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Francis plays Lodger helping revenge. Francis Theatre Poldark, Lodger supporting. Michael Gover as prison governor. Michael Gover, born 1918 in Denmark, passing 1987, was about 53 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Gover plays prison governor bureaucratic authority. Gover TV British, governor his cold system. Miriam Carlin as Cat Lady. Miriam Carlin, born June 23, 1925 in London, and passing June 3, 2011 at age 85, was 46 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Carlin plays Cat Lady, wealthy woman killed by Alex. Carlin the entertainer stage, Cat Lady eccentric victim. James Marcus as Georgie. James Marcus, born June 23, 1942, was 29 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Marcus plays Georgie Droog challenging Alex. Marcus McVicker, 1979, Georgie power struggle. Aubrey Morris as Deltoid. Aubrey Morris, born June 1, 1926 in Portsmouth, and passing July 15, 2015 at age 89, was 45 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Morris plays Mr. Deltoid's slimy probation officer. Morris the prisoner, Deltoid unsettling. Godfrey Quigley as prison chaplain. Godfrey Quigley, born May 4, 1923 in Jerusalem and passing September 7, 1994 at age 71, was 48 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Quigley plays prison chaplain warning about choice. Quigley Barry Lyndon, chaplain films conscience. Sheila Rayner as Mum. Sheila Rayner, born March 1, 1908 and passing February 18, 1998 at age 89, was 63 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Rayner plays Alex's mum. Rayner British TV, Mum ordinary contrast. Madge Ryan is Dr. Branham. Madge Ryan, born January 8, 1919 in Australia and passing January 9, 1994 at age 75, was 52 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Ryan plays Dr. Branham, assistant in treatment. Ryan Australian British, Branham clinical. John Savidant as conspirator. John Savidant, born 1938 in Guernsey, was about 33 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Savidant plays conspirator Alexander Ally. Savidant Coronation Street, conspirator plotter. Anthony Sharp as minister. Anthony Sharp, born June 28, 1915 in Highgate and passing October 23, 1984 at age 69, was 56 years old. In A Clockwork Orange, Sharp plays interior minister using Alex politically. Sharp British character, minister's cynical power. And there, in that sterile hospital bed with Beethoven thundering gloriously in his mind once more, Alex smiles. Not the smile of a reformed man. Not the smile of someone who has learned compassion or restraint, but the smile of a creature restored, free to choose evil again because the alternative was worse. A Clockwork Orange doesn't offer easy answers. It doesn't comfort, it confronts. Stanley Kubrick, adapting Anthony Burgess' savage satire with surgical precision, forces us to stare into the abyss. Can society cure evil without destroying the soul? Is a man who cannot choose to be bad truly good? Or are we all government ministers, liberal writers, brutal droogs, just mechanical oranges, wound up and set rolling toward whatever path power dictates? This extraordinary cast made that confrontation unforgettable. Malcolm McDowell's Alex, charming, monstrous, heartbreaking, a performance of fearless physicality and psychological depth that defined a career. Patrick Magee's fractured writer, Michael Bates' barking guard, Warren Clarke's dim brute turned cop, Adrian Corey's violated dignity, Godfrey Quigley's anguished chaplain, every actor from the leads to the smallest role, committed fully to Kubrick's unflinching vision. They endured eye clamps, endless takes, moral discomfort, and the film's controversial fallout, all to serve a story that dares to say, Humanity is messy, choice is sacred, and pretending otherwise is the real horror. More than 50 years later, A Clockwork Orange remains as provocative as ever, banned, debated, imitated, revered. It influenced dystopian cinema, music videos, fashion, even language, a bit of the old ultraviolence. It reminds us that great art isn't meant to soothe, it's meant to disturb, to provoke, to make us question the machinery of society and the gears turning inside ourselves. Thank you, sincerely, for joining this unsettling journey through one of cinema's boldest, most enduring nightmares. If Alex's grin lingers in your mind, if the questions keep you up, then Kubrick and his remarkable cast have done their job. What's the scene that haunts you most? The treatment, the home invasion, or that final cured smile? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss what it all means. If this exploration left you thinking, hit like, share with someone brave enough for the ride, and subscribe with notifications. More masterpieces, more fearless casts await. Until the next treatment session, remember, choice is what makes us real. I'm cured, all right.